Before I even start this video, I just want to say I was in the middle of making my other video when my phone completely shut me out of YouTube. So obviously they don't want me to make this video, but I'm going to make it because it needs to be heard. Stop listening to these people. Stop getting on social media and letting social media tell you what's happening in your life. Stop getting on social media and trying to be a part of trends. Because all it is a big distraction to keep you from what's going on in this world. Move, Pepper. That's all it is. We sit up here worried about a Popeye's chicken sandwich more than we're worried about the fact that the Amazon rainforest is on fire. Okay? It has been on fire for years now. They've only told us that it's been on fire for months. But it's really been on fire for years. Do you want to know how I know? I know because the other day I went to the Asheboro, North Carolina Zoo. Okay? If anybody is from North Carolina, you know that every year when you're about 2nd, 3rd grade, they take you on a field trip to that zoo. Some of us have probably never been since then. Whatever. Okay? But I'm here to tell you, to let you know, that they have this picture in a big frame in the aviary exhibit in that zoo. Where, you know, the tropical frogs and birds and stuff live. Okay? And in there, they have a picture. You know, they always have facts and stuff on the wall. They have a picture of the rainforest being on fire. Go sit down. I'm not editing this. But they literally have a picture of the rainforest being on fire, letting you know that it's been on fire for years. And nobody has been talking about it. Nobody knows about this. Nobody knows that we're literally losing oxygen. You know, they say that trees are important because we need it for paper and we need to start recycling and all this kind of stuff because it's important. And that stuff is important. But let's talk about how important trees are to the way that we breathe, the way that we live. If we don't have trees, we can't breathe. We literally need trees to breathe. Everybody knows that there is a cycle. There is a cycle. We breathe out a natural chemical. That natural chemical goes to trees and flowers and plants, all that type of stuff, grass, whatever. And all of those things have a natural chemical that comes right back into what we breathe, which is oxygen. Okay? We learned about this in school. So why do we feel like it's okay that they're destroying a whole forest of trees? One of the most important forests in the world. We feel like that's okay. But we sitting up here worried about a chicken sandwich. A chicken sandwich. Stop letting these people who are running your life distract you from what is going on. The world is going to shit and nobody is talking about it. Nobody. Except for the people who are truly woke. Y'all don't know what it means to be woke. You don't. You never have. If you wanted all this stuff to stop happening, it would have stopped happening. You would have been doing something about it. But nothing is being done because they don't want you to do anything. They don't know what to do. And who is they? The people that are running this reality that we live in. See, I thought I was the only one that thought like this. But you got people like Spiritual Soul. You got people like Ralph We're sitting up here talking about real stuff, and everybody thinks it's a game. Everybody thinks it's just videos for YouTube. No, this stuff is important, y'all. They are killing us. The planet that we live on is being destroyed every single day, and nobody cares. Do y'all know why? Do y'all know why they're getting rid of the rainforest? They're getting rid of the rainforest so that people on that side of the world can be more modernized and can start eating meat, cattle. So they can start raising animals over there. What about the animals that already live there? What? Are you kidding me? What about the people that live there? They don't care about them. They just care about the fact that they want them to start eating meat like we do. Population control. Y'all sitting up here thinking it's okay to eat meat because they told y'all it's okay to eat meat. Because they told you when you went to the doctor that you was healthy and won't nothing wrong with you. You're healthy by their standards. Meanwhile, you still out here sick. Meanwhile, you still out here, your parents and grandparents have history of having high blood pressure, diabetes, and all this type of stuff. You ain't got it yet, but that don't mean you ain't gonna get it because you still eating the same stuff they've been eating. You ever think about the fact that back in the day, people didn't go to doctors when they were sick, especially in the black community? They had all these type of remedies and stuff that would help them when they were sick, and they were perfectly fine. Lived happy and long lives. Won't nothing wrong with them. Until what? They started listening to these white people and eating what they wanted us to eat. They was out here eating the good parts and we was out here eating the scraps. And now we call it soul food. No, don't get me wrong. I love me some soul food. I love me some fried chicken. I love me some burgers smothered in gravy. I love all of that stuff. It's amazing. But it is not good for me. Ever since I've been eating meat and transitioning and starting to become vegan, meat don't even appease me anymore. Honestly, I get sick every time I eat it. My energy is drained. I feel tired all the time. I'm sluggish. I'm weak. My sinuses feel like they're draining almost every other day. Like I can't, like my body literally cannot take it anymore. But nobody's talking about this because we're so distracted and we're so dependent on social media. The worst thing they could do was give me something like this to be able to speak and say what it is I feel like. And I have to say, I have always questioned what has gone on in this world. Nothing has ever made sense to me. All it is just a big distraction to keep you from realizing what's really going on in this world, y'all. They are killing us. The world is ending. And y'all don't care? They sitting up here having a couple of months ago, the Navy had to petition Congress because there's been too many UFO sightings. Why don't nobody know about that? Why ain't nobody talking about that? It's been too many, which means they've already seen some. Which means the people that y'all been out here saying that's crazy, showing videos of UFOs that they seen, won't crazy. It's real. And they're probably the ones running this planet. But we're not even going to get on that because y'all going to say I'm crazy and you're going to disregard this whole video because I just said that. Meanwhile, y'all sitting up here worrying about clout, the next post you can post, how many likes and dislikes you got on a post. But if you keep going the way you going, you're going to drop dead tomorrow. You might get a few rips, rest in peace here. She was a good person there. He was a good person here. But in the next week, they going to be on the new thing that's popping. And we going to forget all about you. You ain't going to matter no more. What about the fact that you got mass shootings out here and video evidence of police officers squirting fake blood on each other, make it look like they've been hurt? Ain't nothing wrong with them. Why we ain't hearing nothing else about these mass shootings? Where's these families? Where's these funerals? Where's these people's Twitter pages that's sitting up here saying this was my brother? I'm gonna take a couple days off social media because me and my family are grieving. Ain't been back yet. Probably can't even find their profile no more. They don't even exist anymore. Why? Because that was a robot over here trying to distract y'all from what's really going on. But nobody wants to hear this. Nobody wants to talk about it. All of us want to be mad about something. Why don't you be mad about the fact that they out here killing you? And then giving you this fake imagery of a person we're supposed to pray to, and ain't nothing changed. Nothing. We're still living the same way we was living 2 years ago. This year gonna be our year and we still struggling. But it's only certain people who get to make it out. Why can't everybody make it out? Why can't everybody be successful? Why can't everybody have money? Why people gotta be out here starving and homeless? Why is that even a thing? We sitting up here raising money to give money to these other countries for starving kids and homeless people when we got the same problems going on here in our backyard. But nobody is talking about it. Not enough people are talking about it because they don't know and they don't care enough to know. Do your research. They hide it in plain sight so that you think it's just a joke, but it's really going on. People up here saying Matt Groening is a time traveler. He probably is a time traveler. How he got all these videos and episodes of stuff that's happening in the world that's actually happening. Maybe we should pay attention and go back and watch a couple episodes because that might happen next week. But we think it's a joke. It's all a joke. It's not. The people who run this world can do whatever they want. Because we gave them the power to do that. Because we've been so distracted. They only put on the news what they want you to see. And usually it's something that makes you sad enough to not watch it. They don't put the real stuff on the news. You got all these shows out here warning you about what's going on. If you watch the last season of American Horror Story, cult. America is a cult. It's somebody out here pulling the strings, getting everybody scared, using fear as a tactic to keep you under control. But it's just a show. That ain't really what's going on. We too worried about all this other stuff. We too worried about Travis Scott being in jail. We too worried about Jay-Z having to deal with the NFL and mad at him about that. But he's the only one with money that's actually trying to do something. Something y'all was complaining about a couple years ago when all these black people was being killed. And y'all was mad because these people, these rich black people with money ain't doing nothing. Now he doing something and y'all still mad? How does that work? Y'all just want something to fuss about on social media. You just want somebody to look at you. That don't make sense. Man. I could be on here all day. I gotta go. Yeah. Bye. I hope y'all take my heat. I hope y'all take this warning. It ain't no type of prophecy or nothing like that. No, it's not nothing like that. I just want y'all to wake up. You don't even have to believe me. If you don't want to believe me, don't believe me. It don't matter. But all I gotta say is, if something happened to me, y'all know what I was saying was the truth. Period.